Randall Hughes with God Glorified, and we're commenting on today's Bible reading, reading from Matthew chapter 11 and 12, as well as Luke chapter 7 and 8, with a couple of verses thrown in there from Mark chapter 3. And so we read of the two disciples coming and asking Jesus if he was the one or if they needed to look for another. Parallel accounts there in Matthew and Luke. And Jesus said, go tell him. The lepers are cleansed, the lame walk, the blind see, the dead are raised, the poor have the gospel preached. And blessed is he whosoever is not offended in me. Later we read that they said that John came fasting, neither eating or drinking. They said he had a devil. Jesus came eating and drinking, and they said he's a winebibber and gluttonous and a friend of publicans and sinners. So it didn't matter what you did, you're going to be criticized. And so if you're John's disciples, though, and you have been pious and fasting, and you see Jesus eating, it would be possible to get offended in Jesus' actions. And so there's times that we have to be careful that we're not offended by what God does, how he works, how he uses people and others. And at times we don't understand circumstances, situation, tragedies even, that God allows to come into our lives. And so it's so important that we don't allow offense into our heart when things don't go the way we think it should. And so critical to get a handle on that verse. Then he tells about the marketplace and that at the end of that, he says, wisdom is justified of her children. In other words, the end results will justify what the teaching is. And if it works out, then you know it was good. It was wise. If it doesn't, you know it was in error. And so there's a verse that's so critical to me, that it is a key verse to me, that's a absolutely anti-Trinitarian verse, Matthew chapter 11, verse 27. There's going to be multiple ones that we would point out, but this one, all things are delivered unto me of my Father, and no man knoweth the Son but the Father, neither knoweth any man the Father save the Son, and he to whomsoever the Son will reveal him. So if there were three persons, the third person would have to have a special revelation. God is spirit, but yet he's spoken of in the personal terms as a man here, the Father, but it's just the divine and the flesh. We have two substances is really all we have, and that's what we see here. And so very critical to know and understand that. And so that's going to conclude our comments for today. God bless you.